Hello everyone, we're going to do you a really quick crash course this afternoon of like what we've got in the garden growing that you can feed your guinea pigs. This is really helpful, especially right now when we're in lockdown and unfortunately not all of us can get out all the time to get all the food we want, but there's loads of free food out there for our guinea pigs out there. So we're literally just going to give you a really quick rundown of what we got in the garden and what we can feed them. Obviously not everybody's going to have a garden, but this is just kind of could give you an idea of lots of different things we have. So this is herb robert. It's a herb that is found really commonly in woodlands, in shady areas. We bought some of this. We just bought it from the garden centre. It's growing really well in the shade, so this is really good. It's really fragrant. Pigs really like it, so this is a great one to buy, and it will grow in pots perfectly fine. And then we have your good old plantain. A lot of people will know plantain quite well. This is ribwort plantain, so our longer leaf plantain. Pigs will love this too. And then we have our good old dandelion. Everyone knows a dandelion really well from our serrated leaf. Absolutely fine to feed those of this in moderation, no problem. They can have the entire plant as we can too. Then this is our little herb border. This is yarrow. We just bought a bit of this year to try and get very fuzzy leaves, often found mixed up with grass, so you can find loads of this around. Moving on down our lovely little garden path of weeds. This is nipplewort. Very distinctive leaves. They grow really big. It's already getting quite big already. The leaves are slightly segregated, so you've got one big leaf and then two smaller ones further down your stem, and then they can get to a good metre, sometimes a bit bigger, and they have yellow flowers on the top. We bought some teasel as well, hoping that this will take. So teasel is fine, it's a thistle family. And then we have loads more dandelions. We've got some clovers. It's fine, but it is high in oxalate, so just very in moderation, definitely with these. One thing to not feed is your ivy. There is some debate about you can feed young ivy leaves to rabbits, but I prefer to stay away from it because I'm not really sure. So definite no to ivy. Then we have a little bit of groundsel left. It's quite an early flowering plant, so not much there's left in the garden, but groundsel's fine. You can feed it to them, which is a nice addition. Then we've got sow thistle, very similar to our dandelion plant. Has a similar looking leaf, has multiple flowers for a plant, but they are also yellow. They're part of the same family as the dandelion. It's perfectly fine. These are great. They're very much loved by the pigs. Then we have more sow thistle. Over here we've got some chickweed. Chickweed's perfectly nice. It's nice and sweet. We can eat it as well and put it in salads. It's a nice addition to the garden. It tends to grow in shadier areas. Pigs seem to love it, and it grows quite well. It's very nice. Then we'll have a little look at our old patio, which is going to be relaid. Most of the stuff on here is going to be dried. So we've got wood avens. These are nice addition. Pigs like them too. You can dry them. Most of this stuff's going to be dried. Then it's kind of over a bit now, but we've got hairy bittercress. It's a bit more of an early flowering plant again. This one's almost over. Then we have our sticky plant, cleavers. Most people will know this really well. They're very sticky, and we used to know them from when we were younger. We used to stick them on each other's backs. These can be dried, also can be eaten by humans as well. But these, yeah, many pigs love them too. We've got plenty going on here, sticking to me. We've got our blackberry briars. They often love the young leaves, so the nice young leaves that you can get. The prickles don't seem to prevent them from eating them. These are great dried. You can dry them over the summer. they're a bit annoying in your garden, just cut them down and dry them in little batches. One thing to not feed, this is ragwort. This is a poisonous plant. Absolutely do not feed this to your guinea pigs or your rabbits or anything really. It's a bit of a pain. This weed's an absolute pain. You dig it up and then it comes back, and you dig it up and it comes back. But you need to definitely keep digging it up. I've got some more bittercress here. It's really hard to photograph the bittercress really. That is mostly what we have here. Loads of dandelions. We have some wild strawberries. I don't tend to feed them really. They're quite high in calcium, the plants, but you can definitely feed them. I've got absolutely loads of it. It needs to be cleared. Got another sow thistle mixed in with some blackberry briars again. We have a tiny little, this is a cat's ear. We have loads of this growing in the grass. You'll find a lot of it growing in the grass. It's very fuzzy, furry, very similar looking to the dandelion. It has yellow flowers on the end of its main stem. Another one here. We've got another sow thistle, another bit more chickweed. So there's absolutely plenty of tasty things. Another thing I've just noticed that we can't be feeding is this. This is a spurge. There are lots of different types of spurges out there. This is your common one in the garden. You can get wood spurges that are much bigger, but they're a no-go. And then we've got another lovely sow thistle, which the pigs will probably enjoy. I need to start pulling some of these up. I need to start clearing the garden. But as you can see, there's plenty that you can get in the garden for your pigs. I tend to feed the weeds as part of their fresh food diet, so if they have had loads of weeds in the day, they don't really get any veg during the evening, or very little. So I tend to use this as their tasty green stuff. And it's actually more of a superfood than your veg that you buy. So that's kind of a very, very quick crash course of what's in your garden and what we can feed. We'll probably do some more individual videos on different types of plants.